Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. It's Ijoma here, and in today's video we're going to learn how to make this dress. It is just a gathered dress with a basque waistline and a cape or collar. Okay, measure the yardage, that's the thing, but I manage the pieces in my office. But if you ask me, I manage pieces in my office. I just picked pieces, white and black, to make this dress. But if you ask me, I will tell you to buy about 3 yards of the down parts, and then for the black area 1.5 2 yards should be okay. All right. And if you notice, I also used black for my bow tie instead of white. That was because the fabric that I had wasn't that enough. So now I started by marking my neckline 3 by 3. My chest line is 8, my bust point is 10. My half length, we are not doing under bust here, my half length is 16. Then from that 16 inches, you will add like extra 7 inches for the basque waistline. So I marked 16 inches as my half length, and then I marked 23 inches for the basque area. Okay, so now after connecting all these lines, I will connect my armhole, and this dress is going to be a sleeveless dress. It is not going to have any sleeve. Okay, so if your shoulder is 16, reduce it to 15. If it is 15, reduce it to 14, so that it will balance properly around your shoulder. So now this is my chest line, this is my bust point, this is my half length, this is my basque. After labeling these lines, the next thing I'm going to do is to find my nipple to nipple, which is 4 inches. 8 divided by 2 is 4 inches. I marked my 4 inches and I'll connect it to my bust point. Then this dress has a shoulder dart. After connecting this line to your bust point, from the bust point to the full length, you will find the midpoint of your shoulder. Yes, the midpoint from your neckline to where your shoulder ends at. So the total is 4.5, and the midpoint of that 4.5 is 2.25. And I connected from that midpoint to my bust point. So it is a shoulder dart. Connect the dart to the shoulder. Now at the half length, I will just take 0.5 inch on both sides of my dart. If you want to use 1 inch or 0.75 according to how big your bust is. I don't have a big bust, so I use 0.5 on both sides. Then after that, I'll take my body measurements, my bust divided by 4, my waist divided by 4, plus 1 inch for my dart allowance. So I'll replace the darts on this paper. Then at the basque area, you mark your hip divided by 4. Then you connect. Also, my half length for the front is 16, the half length for the back is 14.5. So I am going to take 1.5 inch dart at my side. My bust dart is 1.5. So from my bust point line, I came down by 1.5, and I will connect it to my bust points and shade. So when I'm cutting, I am going to close these darts on paper. If I'm sewing, I'll have only that shoulder dart line, but this side that I'll close it on paper. And the front of this dress somehow looks like a Victorian corset. Okay, so it has 3 pieces instead of 2. The front of this dress, if you take a good look at the inspiration, the picture, you will notice that it looks like it has 2 darts instead of single dart. It looks like it has 2 darts instead of the normal single darts. Yes, after the single dart, you find another dart at the side. So after doing that, from my half length, come down by 1 inch. From your half length, come down by 1 inch, so that the gather will balance very well around your waist. Then connect it to the basque. I came down by 1 inch from my half length and then connected it to the basque, and I will cut out. So this is what I have at the end of the day, and I'm going to open up this dart. This one will go straight to the shoulder. I'll also cut off this one on paper. Then we'll open up our bust dart and close it on paper. So this is my bust dart, and I'm going to slash it. After slashing it, I'll get my masking tape and close it. So after closing this, we are going to add the last dart, but I don't want to make it a dart. I'll just make it a straight line. I'll add the last dart. So first of all, you close this side dart before you mark the last dart. So for the last dart, I'll find the midpoint around my half length. So I'll place my tape around my half length measurement. I have 4 there, so the midpoint is 2. So from these 2, I'll mark a straight line to wherever it ends. So it ended somewhere around the armhole. It ended somewhere around the armhole. So I'll go ahead and mark a straight line. Just divide this side piece into 2. So now I'll label number 1, 2, and 3. We'll have 3 pieces. Okay, so we are going to cut it on fold, and remember that the center front has a joining. The center front of this dress has a joining, so it will have 6 pieces. The front will have 6 pieces. I'll keep this on aside, then I'll start drafting my back. So for the back, the zipper will be at the back. So the first thing that you are going to do is to mark out your zipper allowance. For me, I am using 1.5, 1.5. Then the half length is 14.5 for the back, 14.5. And the full length, instead of 23, we are going to use 21.5. You know, the front is 23 because of our half length. The back will be 21.5 because of the length of the back half length also. So now I am going to mark my line, and that is my zipper. I'll go ahead and label it as my zipper allowance, and I'll connect my half length line and my basque waistline line. So I'll also get my chest line. My chest line is 8 inches. I'll find my 8 inches and I'll connect my chest line. So after doing that, I'll also take my normal darts. I'll find my shoulder midpoint and connect my shoulder, and that is it. So after doing this, from the half length also, I'll come down by 1 inch and I'll connect my basque to the basque waistline, and then I'll cut out. So right now I am done cutting, and I'll start cutting out all the pieces. So all the pieces, you have two pieces. The front has a center joining, so everything will be on fold. I'll cut two pieces of each of them, and I will add half inch around everything. that gather, I used a little fabric that I have. If you remember my birthday dress, that's the pieces that was left after cutting out everything for my birthday dress. So I removed the half length, that is 16, and the full length I have here is 34 inches plus extra 2. 34 plus extra 2. So whatever full length you're using, you add extra 2 or 3 to it because of the type of gathers this dress is going to have. And I have 4 yards because I measured it, so you can see how I'm measuring it. I'm measuring 36 inches. I have almost 4, like 36 times 4. So just call it 4 yards, like 36 times 4. If my waist is 30 and I'm making it 36 times 4, so it's more like my waist times 4 or 5. So whatever waist you're working with, multiply it by 4 or 4.5. Okay, so whatever waist you are working with, multiply it by 4, and that is the length of the gathers you will need. Okay, yes. So now this is the white fabric that we used for the bow tie. This is the one that I'll use to tie my bow tie. Yes, so I'll keep it aside. The next thing that we are going to do is to start joining our pieces. For the collar, I will cut out the collar after joining the neckline and co. So I'll start arranging my pieces according to how I'm going to join in. So this is the center front, and it has a joining, and I added half an inch allowance to that center front. I added half an inch everywhere. I added 1 inch at the major side seam, but every other one I added half inch. So right now, this is what I have. I am arranging them according to how I'm going to join them, and after arranging, I will pin all of them on table so that when I'm joining, I will not have any confusion or issues. So go ahead and pin everything on table. The same thing with the back. So these are the joining. I'm done joining all the pieces, and I weaved them. You can see the white weaving. I weaved all of them. So now I'll go ahead and top stitch on all of them. Like after weaving, you go ahead and run stitches on these joinings. Yes, you go ahead and run top stitch as if you are making bone casing or bone channels. Yes, so you can see the weaving. I used white so that you guys can see it very well. So after weaving all your allowance, you will go ahead and stitch down on all of them. You will stitch down straight on all of them. Okay, so after stitching down on all of them, I'll come back and show you guys what I have. Also close your shoulder after stitching down and pipe your armhole if you're using bias, but if you want, you can use lining. So this is the white fabric. I have hemmed the up and down. Yes, you will not hem only one side, you will hem the up and down so that your gathers will look neat. You know, the gather around the waist to be on the outside, so pipe the up and down, hem the up and down. So now you can see the top stitch. It looks as if I made bone channels. Yes, so I top stitch on all the allowance. Now I will take out my zip allowance, and I'll start from where my zip allowance to start and take my round neck measurements minus zip allowance. Zip allowance is not included. So after taking my round neck measurement, I got 20 inches, and this is the paper that I'll use to draft my collar. So I will mark 10 inches on this paper. 20 divided by 2 is 10, and that collar is 2 pieces. And the height of the collar, I made it 4 inches on paper. Okay, 4 inches on paper. Without, if you are cutting it on fabric, you will cut without allowance. So this is our height, 4 inches. This is the length. The length is 10 inches, the height is 4 inches, and you can see how I gave it a little triangular shape. Yes, I gave it a little triangle, and I'll go ahead and cut out 2 of that on fold. So I use that paper to cut out this collar, 2 of it. Yes, on fold without any allowance, and then I'll go ahead and close the side. So this is my collar. It is a one-piece collar. That collar does not have a collar stand. If you want to add a collar stand, fine, but this one is just one-piece collar. So now I will pin my collar inside out. I'll start pinning it from the center front. You know, our collar is 2 pieces. I'll start pinning it from the inside out. I'll start from the center front and pin to the zipper, to wherever the zipper allowance of this one stops at. Yeah, so after joining, you will fold it to the right side. Yeah, now I'll get the other one and I'll also pin inside that. It will overlap the first one small. You can see how it overlapped that one a little, and I'll start pinning. You sew from the inside. So after sewing from the inside, if you fold it, it will come out to the outside. So that is all for the collar. Sewing this dress is not really that difficult, but it looks like a very serious dress. Yeah, so now this is our basque. I don't need to trim it because it is already okay. I'll get my long piece, the white one. Yes, and I'm trimming the rough edges. Then I'll start pleating from the zipper allowance. So this is type of pleats. We call it knife pleats. We'll be pleating it. It will be entering the order. So this is me on my sewing machine. You can see all those top stitch I made. It looks as if this dress has a bone. So just place it on top of your half length and you start folding. So this is how you are going to pleat. Just watch me as I do it.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just 2 hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be 2 hearts running wild. We lay awake in bed, the laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again.
So right now I am done pleating, and this is what I have. The next thing is just to close the back and add zip allowance. Our dress is already looking beautiful. It's ready to wear. We have so many online classes, so if you want to register for any of them, just indicate in the comment section and I will direct you on how to register. I'll also drop our WhatsApp link in the comment section so that you can text us and register for our online classes. I hope this dress is beautiful. If you want to see more tutorials like this, please subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up so that more people can get to see this video. Thank you guys for the support, and see you all in my next video. Bye.